and welcome to the Splittin Lanes channel. We have 3 lanes, endless topics, where every conversation takes a turn. I am your host. I am Finesse from Finesse the Challenger, and I'm going to have some other co-hosts with me here on this channel as well, and we'll get to them here in a second, but I wanted to give you guys a little bit of background about me. So, I'm a retired Air Force senior NCO. I did 20 years in the military. I have a background in logistics and transportation. And since my retirement, I earned my BFA in graphic design. Additionally, I am also an Indian motorcycle brand ambassador. But that's enough about me. Let's meet our other 2 hosts, starting off with Robert Simmons.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Robert Simmons here from Be the Boss of Your Motorcycle, and now Splittin Lanes. That's our new channel. I'm super excited about it. I want to thank Oscar for being the moderator for this and putting this all together. And Mike, you'll meet him in a second. Just awesome guys. And I'm really looking forward to this and seeing where this takes us. To give you guys a little bit of background on me, I am a retired NYPD Highway Patrol motorcycle lieutenant. I did 22 years with the NYPD, 15 of those years in the NYPD Highway Patrol motorcycle unit. And these days, YouTube, and none of this was my plan, guys. None of it was my plan. But, you know, sometimes life takes you in a direction that you weren't planning and great things come about. And that's what happened with me. I started a YouTube channel called Be the Boss of Your Motorcycle. And all of that has brought me in contact with some of you guys and definitely these 2 gentlemen. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to you guys seeing a different side of me, all of us really, and coming along with us when we cover whatever we're going to be covering. Different kinds of topics. Of course, it'll be mostly about motorcycles, but it's going to be about a lot of stuff.
All right, I appreciate that, Robert. So, the other part of this trio is Q the Rider.
Hello, everybody. This is Q the Rider from the biggest little YouTube channel on the entire interwebs, Riding and Wrenching. I'm glad to join these 2 gentlemen. A little bit about my background. I am a new retiree after 24 years with Ford Motor Company, the finest car company on planet Earth. Far better than Dodge, Chrysler, or any of the other crap that these other 2 gentlemen like to drive. I am a big fan of Harley Davidson, the finest motorcycle manufacturer in the world. And I am going to spend most of my time on these topics trying to convince these gentlemen and show them the right way. That's it.
All right, so there you have it. Let's bring us all here together. This is probably what you're going to be used to seeing here on this channel.
Let me tell you something, guys. Just the intro, just his introduction. It took everything for me not to say something.
Right. Hey, if you could have saw me over here shaking my head.
I was poking the bear as best I could.
Oh my goodness! God.
So remember we were talking. I said who's going to be the antagonist? Okay, we know now.
I'm surprised it took that long to figure that one out.
Just ridiculous.
That was a foregone conclusion.
All right, so as you can see, you're probably going to see how this is going to go. Q is going to be the antagonist here. I'm going to be the voice of reason. And Rob, I don't know, man. It depends on what day it is, right?
It depends on what we're talking about. I guess.
The voice of reason?
The voice of reason.
Oh, okay.
You must spell reason. You must spell reason the way. You must spell reason the way we spelled splitting.
Anyway, so we are going to jump right in it. And with the 3 of us, we're going to be discussing endless topics, like I said earlier, where every conversation is probably going to take a turn, just like our intro took a turn. And we're going to be sharing our unique perspectives on these topics, some fun, some serious, and we're going to be inviting you guys to discuss these topics with us in an honest and positive atmosphere. All right. So let's dig in with today's first topic, and I know this is going to be a great one. American V12.
Hold on. Let me ask you a question first.
Okay.
Splittin Lanes. Where did we come up with that name? Like, what's the meaning of Splittin Lanes?
So, Splittin Lanes is basically just our perspectives between the 3 of us, right? So you know how a lot of people say, you know, you got to stay in your lane. That
Yeah.
isn't always true because you know it's good to understand how other people view things. Me personally, I think it brings you closer together. So that's kind of
Yeah.
where splitting lanes coming from. Just kind of getting out of the normal day to day things that go on and kind of expanding our world, so to speak.
So I just want to share that I want to give everybody perspective on how this came about. So we're all friends, right? And again, this is all because of YouTube and motorcycles. And we usually have very lengthy conversations via FaceTime. And one night we said, you know what? I mean, we talk about some good stuff. It's good conversations. We don't always agree with whatever we're talking about, but it's always respectful. There's always fun. There's always laughter. And we said, you know what? I know for a fact that people would love to be able to experience some of the stuff we're talking about, or maybe even chime in. And so we said, you know what? We should start a podcast, and Splitting Lanes. That's how it all started.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Okay.
Anything you want to anything you want to add to before we go?
No, let's get it
No?
going.
Okay.
Let's
All
get
right.
into it.
So, like I was saying, today's first topic is going to be V-twin American motorcycles. All right. So
We're talking about Harley, right? Because I mean, when you say B-twin American motorcycles, that's Harley Davidson.
that's only part of the story. So this has to be
Here
the
we go.
greatest. So explain.
From the cost standpoint, I don't know if your typical consumer is going to notice anyway. I don't know that I would have noticed. In fact, I still don't believe it because of the fact that because you can option these bikes up in ways that you were not able to do, as far as I could see, with the 24s and 23, definitely with the 23 and a halves. You can option it up any way you want, so the prices are going to look different no matter what. And so has it really gone up? I don't know. I'm not sure that it has.
So again, like I was saying, when you start comparing it to what Indian Motorcycle is offering, right? Because I can go right out of the box and get a complete touring model for a price that I already know, right? So on the flip side of that, if you're not adept at installing things, or you don't want to install things, so now you got to pay for the price of the product and the price to install it, and that may change depending on what dealership you're working with, right? So, which is why I like I said, I kind of want to stay away from that, just because there's going to be a lot of variances, and the different dealerships and things are going to have, there's going to be prices all around. All I'm just saying is, just from the outward look at it, when you start comparing what you're getting for those prices, in my opinion, I still think Indian Motorcycle is giving you, I mean, even before then, I think Indian Motorcycle is still giving you the best bang for your buck.
You said, in your opinion, best bang for your buck,
Correct.
you get with Indian Motorcycle. And so my opinion has always been, value is what somebody wants. And so at the end of the day, the market determines what something is worth. So a brand, like Michael said, a brand could offer you everything in the world at a cheaper price, and you'll still pick something else that doesn't have as much, but you like that better. So at the end of the day, it's about what people want, and you can't really argue with that. But that's the beauty of it, options. That's what I said before, it'd be beautiful to own both, right? Live in both worlds if you can.
Yeah. And if I was to own both, I think the only thing that really interests me from Harley Davidson would be the Breakout. Other than that, any of those other models, to me, they just look old, I guess.
Yeah.
So
Well, you know what? I agree with you before the 24s came out.
even after. So here's the thing, right? Because change is supposed to be incremental, right? You're not going to make a complete swap, right? So the bikes still have the same frame. They still have the same. It's like
you
Porsche.
can stop right there.
Yeah, it's like
You can
Porsche.
stop right there. The frame is the same. That's it.
Yeah, but it's still, the shape of the bike is still the same. They chamfered the fuel tank. It's still the same. So on a person like me on the outside looking in, the only thing that really changed was the light in the screen. So outside of that, that's not enough to get me over there, I guess you could say. If you're on the outside looking in, right?
Yeah.
So, is what it is.
Well, I'm on the outside looking in, and I've ridden, I've ridden several Indians, including Robert's Indian and a few others. Uh, I got no beef with Indian. It's a decent motorcycle. It just turns like an aircraft carrier. I can't. I
Yes.
mean, that would frustrate me if I'm riding that bike and I'm comfortable, I'm enjoying the music, enjoying the wind in my hair, right? And like, oh man, I'm gonna do a U-turn here. Next thing you know, I'm in a ditch because I'm assuming it to turn like my Harley does. Like, why is it still?
No,
Why
no,
aren't we
no.
there yet?
See, that's
No,
that's
no,
a,
no.
and that's a whole
That
nother.
would never happen. That would never happen. So in case you guys don't know, Be the Boy See a Motorcycle, that's my YouTube channel. And, it's all about practicing and slow speed maneuvers and stuff like that. Mike is my Tennessee ambassador for Be the Boy See a Motorcycle. So what he said is not true because he would have practiced on that motorcycle and he would already know the limitations of the motorcycle. So, but I know he's just trying to lay it on a little thick
No.
there.
No, my point is that when I'm riding, I don't want to think about what type of motorcycle I'm on or which bike I'm on. I just want to ride.
Yeah.
I want to enjoy
Yeah.
it, and it's about the experience. It's not. I don't really care what kind of bike it is. I'm not a Harley Davidson ambassador, but I love Harley. Everything I have is a Harley, but I don't have a problem riding an Indian. I wouldn't have a problem riding a BMW or
Yeah.
anything else.
Mhm.
But if they have dramatically different handling characteristics, that would
Mhm.
bother me because I
Yeah.
want the bike to perform. The bike is a tool, and I want the tool to do what I expect it to do. So if I want to do a tight turn, I'm expecting a tight turn. Indians can't do tight turns.
Right,
If they could,
and
it would move up my consideration list. But
and
as
and
long as they insist on those 28-foot U-turns, that's a non-starter for me.
all right. So to that, I would say, they're not marketing themselves as this great turning bike. They're marketing it as a great riding bike, which it does.
Neither is Harley. Harley's not. They don't market that bike as a great turning bike. It just
Right.
turns great.
Okay, but even still, the 90% of the riding that most people are going to be doing is on the
98.
road. 98.
I'd say 98.
All right, hey, they're the experts. Hey, so
We just
98.
give an opinion. It's
Yeah,
our
yeah.
opinions. I know it's a small percentage of us that would even care about that.
Right.
Yeah.
So
That's
for
what
the
we're-
for the majority of people out there riding those bikes, I mean, you just want to be comfortable. And
Yeah.
for me, I don't like the size. The bike is too small. The Harleys, they're too small, right? Because they're not stretched out enough.
Yeah.
And for me, it just feels like everything is compact. And I'm not a really tall person, but
Yeah.
the bike just seems so compact that it's
That's
uncomfortable.
because you got the
to me.
Napoleon complex. It's called the Napoleon complex.
It's not. It's just like you said. I've ridden Road King, Road Glide, Street Glide, the Fat Boy, the Slim. I mean, I've been on all of these bikes, right? Because I was shopping for one.
Yeah.
And none of them, when I got on it, gave me the feeling when I was riding like I did when I got on an Indian motorcycle.
Yeah.
But again, so we're way far off topic. We're supposed to be
Shocking.
We're supposed to be looking. We're supposed to be giving our opinions on the 25 models. So we'll get back to that, and we'll go through here. And I've got this here I got the website up, and I just want your guys' thoughts on really what the big thing is these paint options. Okay, at least for the models that they have out now, right? So the gray is now the new black. It's not gray. It's not black anymore because, got to be different.
Okay. Hold on. So it says starting at 27,999. What was it starting at before?
No idea.
Was it 25, 24?
It wasn't 24. It was 26.
It was
So-
26.
I remember it was like 26 grand.
All right.
So if that's the case, and what I heard, everything is, it was a rumor, but I heard that the prices were going up for the Road Glide only. I don't know if that's true.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, I'd have to
Yeah,
do.
I mean, it
I'd
just
have
makes
to do.
sense. I know for a fact, without knowing for a fact, that they sold more road glides than street glides.
Mm,
Just by looking around, that's my assumption, but I'm almost sure of it. So if I'm running the company, yeah, let's raise the price a couple of $1,000 or $1,000 or whatever,
yeah.
because it looks
Well,
good.
I mean, there's inflation too, and
Yeah,
you kind of expect a price bump every year.
Man.
I mean, otherwise the bikes would still be what, $17,000 or $18,000, right? Which would be nice.
yes, it'd be very nice.
All right. So hey, again, looking at this. So and yes, right. So the price for the base version. Well, actually, that's not it. This is the base version. The price for the base version is showing 27,999, which is 28.
Dang it.
All right.
Yeah,
And then once you go to the black, that's an extra 1350 just to have it in black, right? So now we're going up, right? So is what it is, but you're gonna have to anyway. I just want to talk about. See, we were talking about price. I don't want to talk about price. We're just talking about the colors. So we got the black. So the black on the black, I think that looks, man. They probably didn't put that as a base model because they know people would like it. Because that is nice.
but they changed that last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, the black wasn't the base
I
model
still
last
think
year,
it would
right?
look sharp if they could find a way to tint that headlight the way they did with the street glide. That looked pretty sharp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even on white, that would look tight because it'd have nice contrast.
You can't get the black
Yeah.
and the white. Or you can't get the white with the chrome. That's interesting.
Oh, no? Okay.
So we'll just
he's
go
the
through
only- Yeah, let's go through the colors.
yeah. So what is this? Brilliant red.
Nice.
850. So the charge for different colors used to be 650 or 550 or something, right? Wasn't it?
I
Now
have
they're
no
No
idea.
idea.
850? Okay.
Now, they've
No
got
idea.
some color option on here where it's like some kind
That's
of
nice.
Yeah.
something
This
in the
is-
paint. Maybe it's the ST option or something. They got some kind of paint option where it's a little bit more design in the paint. It's not just a flat.
Yeah. We'll get there.
paint
We'll
color.
get there. But yes, I agree. This is probably the best color.
What color
I
is
like
that?
the
Is that a
red.
green?
It's called Iron Horse Metallic. It looks like a blue black.
Really?
It's hard.
It's
It's
green.
hard to tell. It looks green to you. Yeah.
I like it though.
Yeah.
Last year when they, look at that. So
Yeah.
last year when they came out with the colors, it was like no matter which one I looked at, they all looked good. So is that it? That's all the colors? The purple?
No,
was
no,
the
no,
last
no.
one?
You were talking, so I wanted to give you
Screw
some.
me. Put the bikes back on the screen. There you go.
All right, so you got
Okay,
this,
I'm vomiting again. Purple.
yeah, but it's a flat purple, so it's the denim.
Oh no,
It's an ugly
that
purple.
didn't help it. That didn't help
Right.
it. I don't like flat paint on a motorcycle or a
and
car.
then we'll see.
I
We'll
don't
see
like
how old
flames.
everybody. Yeah, we'll see how old everybody is who likes the flames.
Yeah, I don't like flames. I never liked
I
it.
think it looks good.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
I think it looks good.
Oh, look, this is the guy. This is the guy that won't go over 90 miles per hour, but he wants flames.
Well, no, that's not what I said. No, that is not what I said. Because we have the two racers here, arguing about going how fast the motorcycle is going to go. I'm like, I don't care. I'm not going 110 miles an hour.
Look, there was
I could
no
care less how
argument.
fast that bike goes.
There was no argument about how fast the bike was going to go. What
You're right,
what he's,
because
what he's
I'm not going that fast.
What he's referencing is that he had his Road King and I was on my Pursuit, and we were getting ahead of the pack on the anniversary, on the Robert Simmons anniversary ride, right? So me and Q were getting ahead so he could do some filming, and I told him that I was surprised that the Road King was keeping up with me, right?
I was
well,
surprised
hold
that
on.
you were surprised.
As well as it was, right? Because I was telling myself, I was like, well, I can't go too fast because I don't want to leave him behind. So I really wasn't like on it. But when I looked over my shoulder, he was like right there. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. But we got to the point where he had to stop, and it is what it is. But that's what he's talking
Okay,
about.
so I distinctly remember that I'm like, it's really funny that he thinks he's going to walk away from me, and he's not, because how fast the Indian is. Maybe it has a higher top speed. Don't know, don't care, because I don't ride that fast. But I was like, this dude think he's going to walk away from me. Did you walk away from me? No.
But did we settle that?
No.
Did we settle that?
Again,
Because
No,
again.
that's not
when I
going to be
chimed
settled.
I chimed in and I told Mike, yeah, he
Oh,
would
you
have
were on
left
the
you.
Indian
I mean,
side that day for some reason.
I'm on the side of facts. If both those bikes are opened up, that 114 is getting left. It just is.
Just this is a fact.
Well,
man.
it didn't happen that day.
It shouldn't have. Y'all went a group ride.
And on top of that, I told you I wasn't like going all out
We
either.
were trying to get ahead.
Oh
We were
my
hauling
gosh,
ass down
man!
there.
Look, hey, let's
I'm
look
like,
at this. Let's
dude
look at
thinks
this.
he's going to walk me. I'm like,
Listen.
okay, this is going to be fun. Let's go.
That is not the case because, like I said, I kept it low. Anyway,
Okay. All right.
you know what? Hold up. Okay. In the comments, all right, you guys let me know. Have of any 114, whatever 114 it is, right? As long as it's not modified, and you ever met up with a 108 that wasn't modified and it didn't walk away from you? I'm just curious. I don't want to put it all on Q or Rob or myself. You guys let us know. All right.
There you go. There you go.
Anyways, right? So these flames, I do not like flames. I'm sure there's people out there that like flames. I am not a fan of flames.
Listen,
I'm not a fan.
I
the closest.
think it depends on the color.
The closest I came to liking flames, I don't know if it was 2022, but it was that green CVO with the black flames on it.
Huh.
When I was in Ohio, one of the VI preloaders, he had it. So, I mean, it looked good. Again, I'm not a fan of flames at all, but if I had to get flames, it would be that bike. That CVO looked good.
All right. Well, let's see. They got another one with flames here.
They do?
Yep.
See, that looks
Yeah,
better.
they're black.
If I had
That
to
looks
choose
good.
between the two, I said better. It doesn't look good. It looks better.
Well, it was good. I think it's going to look
Better
beautiful
than the
in
other
person.
one. Yeah, that's another
Now,
thing.
imagine if
See,
if those
in person.
headlights were smoked just a little bit. That'd look real good.
I really wish I had the data on how many flame paint job bikes were sold.
Well, they had some like the CBOs, the 20, I don't know, the 21, 22, maybe even the 20 CBO road glides had some kind of I don't know, something in the paint. And one of them was flames, I think.
So basically, they forced you guys. If you wanted the CVO, you had to get the flames.
No, I don't.
For one
I
of
didn't
them.
buy one.
For one of them. It's never just one color.
Okay. Anyway, all right. So the last color they have here is
Yeah.
Mystic Shift. That is a $2,200 option for a base model road glide.
Yeah,
I'm
if
gonna
you
take
take
that
the
over
F
the
out of shift, you'll be there.
You said what'd you say?
I said take the F out of shift.
It's a good looking color. I like
Yeah.
I like a little variety. Anyway, let's go here to the chrome. Oh, so you can get it in chrome too. That actually looks, I don't know.
Oh, God. Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. I need my barf bag.
All right. Well, anyway, working our way back, you got the Iron Horse Metallic, so that stays. It's kind of
nice.
like a darker. It looks like a darker version of that shark skin, maybe, or that shark something blue, whatever.
No,
they
it's
had.
not even close. It's not even close to the Sharks.
All right, tells you how much I know. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's ugly. That's too bright.
Oh, let's
Well,
put it in black.
it would look better with
Get
the
rid of the
black.
chrome.
Yeah.
I don't think you can get it in black though.
That's
Nope.
a shame.
Can't get it in black. All right. So
All right.
then they got this Atlas Silver. That looks basic.
Well, it's all right.
And black, of course. And then, of
Black
course,
is
you got the
classic.
gray.
Yeah.
All right. So, I mean,
Nothing really to be excited about. It's just
Right.
new paint job, like we knew we were going to get, and so we'll see what else is coming. That's always what I'm waiting for anyway.
Mm-hmm. It'll be interesting
Now
to
that
see
we
what
got
they
this-
do with the CVOs, and
Yeah.
as well as if the lower fairings, if they do in fact release those. Be real curious to see what they look like.
yeah.
So my guess is, if they are releasing an ultra limited, it's going to be a CVO. Otherwise, it could have just been released with these bikes. So, we'll see. Again, I'm kind of hoping it's not a CVO because
Well, so and here's my thought on it, right? Because Harleys are known for their touring bikes, right? That's what you guys. That's what Harley sells the most, right? So if that's the case, then why would you offer a lineup that doesn't already have, or that's not already set up for touring? You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know what you mean.
Huh?
Street glide and the road glide are touring motorcycles. I don't know what you mean.
Right, no. What I'm saying is the tour pack, the lowers, the speakers. You know, like a built touring bike. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
To me, to me the bikes without the tour packs, without the lowers, without basically the comforts, right? Those to me are your, they're base
Touring
models,
bikes.
which is what those are, but they're just, they're just. I mean, I don't really know how to explain it, but what I'm saying is like it's like I guess the racy version. It's the racy version of the bike.
They're hybrids because if you buy the good thing about that is you can have a touring motorcycle without always having a touring motorcycle. You can take off the tour pack, stuff like that. Sometimes it's just a matter of taking off the tour pack.
Right.
Now my limited, that's a bike that I'm never the tour pack that can't even come off. But I knew I never wanted to take it off, but that's because I have bikes that don't have it. So we'll see what we get with this. The ultimate touring motorcycle, as it's called. We'll see. I'm curious to see if that's going to be the case.
But if I'm a consumer, right, and I'm a tourer, and my wife tours with me, for those people to have them sell a bike that's not like already kitted up, to me, you're kind of leaving those out. So I mean, I would, in my mind, I'm just telling myself it's something that they would have to do as a company that prides themselves on touring motorcycles. If you can only tour, you know what I'm saying? If you're touring up, not to say that people don't. I mean, I see people touring on Hayabusas. It's crazy. But, to me, it just doesn't make any sense for them not to have that option for people to buy. So if that's what they were waiting on, I'm not surprised by it. I mean, I would expect it. And then I'm not. When
was it not an option to buy a ultra limited motorcycle?
I mean, they're
24.
not out. Yeah, they're not out now. What do you mean?
No, it was out in 24. A 24 limited was released. Just wasn't the new body style.
Right. It was the old body style. But
it's still released.
If you're gonna do it, so you're telling me, right? They're gonna do this new release to just change the fairing.
It's not just the fairing.
Oh, I mean, not that we know of.
It's not just the fairing. It's the fairing. It's just like the 24 model. The fairing, the gas tank, and in this case, the tour pack, the saddlebags, the fenders, all of that. The side covers, the seats, the handlebars, the infotainment, everything. So,
but not the frame.
Yeah, it takes time. No, the frame's
cares
working.
about the frame.
Yeah, can't see the frame. If you can see the frame, that was a bad accident.
Touche.
Right. Well, either.
They could throw us a surprise, maybe, or what I would really like to see them redesign the tour pack, because the tour pack that you could purchase for my 23 CVO is the same tour pack that they've had for ever, just in a different color. So it's an opportunity for them to change the design of that tour pack, just like they're going to have to change the design of the lower fairing. And so if you come up with a lower fairing, a newly designed tour pack, that would be awesome. And I might actually get one of those if they offer that for my bike.
So you might actually get what? You might actually get what?
A new tour pack.
Tour pack.
Oh yeah, you can get ready to spend the money because the new tour pack is coming. I knew that.
Well, I mean, they had a tour pack. I already got a tour pack. But if the tour pack is the same as what what they've been
new
selling
design
for the last decade,
a new design tour pack is
different?
coming.
Yeah,
I know
there's been leaked images of this new design that they're talking about coming.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't found anything that said definitely that was coming out, but just from everything that I've seen on YouTube, everything that I've read in articles, they're saying that there's supposed to be a new tour pack. So,
that's slick.
Yeah. Here's one thing I'll say about the moderator here, Finesse. He's an Indian motorcycle ambassador, but he just likes motorcycles. And so he's in the weeds of everything going on. Sometimes he'll send us text messages saying, hey, did you hear about this with Harley? And me and Mike are like, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. So he'll give us information before we know. And especially for Indian, of course. Like if a new Pursuit Elite's coming out, nobody else knows about it. So he lets us know.
Everybody knows about it, man.
He's responsible for me buying that last one because I didn't know about it. And he was like, yeah man, it's coming out. He's all excited.
There was they did the whole like promotion thing to get that stuff out of there.
Yeah, it was on PBS, I guess. I don't know.
No, so you know what though? That was I did a report on this when I was in school, as far as social media and how you know you're missing a lot of the audience because of the algorithm, which you know is it can be good and bad. But if you're not searching these things, if these things aren't interesting you, then it's not going to show you those things. It's going to show you what you're interested in. So there's going to be a level of content that you're not even going to be aware of. So you know, it's just one of those things. So I doubt that you didn't see anything at all. You probably just seen it and passed through it.
I didn't see anything at all, man. I didn't see
Doubtful.
because I remember.
I sent it to you too.
Well, yeah.
When it came out on Instagram and YouTube, I sent you guys the link, and you guys give me the sleepy face.
You sent me.
But so we've actually went about 20 minutes over our hour.
Oh, what a shock!
So, yeah. So we are going to table this conversation. Absolutely, we'd love to hear what you guys think. I'm not going to say whose side are you on. Just what's your opinion? You know, what lane are you in? And Q didn't win anything. He's used to not winning, so we're good here. But
we'll see. Let's just follow the comments, and we'll see what the comments are.
Yeah, but then the question is, whose lane are you in regarding what? This topic was supposed to be about the 25 models.
Man, I'm telling you, we're gonna. You know, the topics are just gonna be, you know, just guidelines. They're just loose.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Anyways, but
hold up.
Yeah, what you got?
No, you're absolutely right. The topics are the topics, but what did you say at the beginning? We're gonna make turns. It's gonna take turns. You know what I mean?
That's right. Every topic is gonna take a turn, and this topic definitely made some turns.
That's absolutely several turns. But all of the turns were going in the same damn direction.
Hey, that's why we're not. I'm gonna try not to do too much of the motorcycle stuff, just because I think we already know kind of where we're at, and we'll be beating that horse all the way until 26. So,
it'll come up.
Yeah,
I'm sure it comes up. Make sure it comes up.
But anyways, that's gonna do it for today. I do not have an outro yet, guys. So if you guys want to come up with something, let me know.
Good job, guys, for episode 1. Good job.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Episode 1 in the books.
Yes, indeed. All right, so until next time, this is Finesse.
And
Boss.
There you go, from Splittin Lanes, and we'll catch you in the next video. All right, y'all.